In this video you will learn how to add new recurring invoice in ShimBi MyBilling. Go to your account. Enter your email ID. Enter your password. Click on Login Now to open your account. ShimBi MyBilling supports recurring invoicing or billing. This feature is very useful if your business needs to send invoices on a regular interval for the same service with same invoice amount. You can specify a schedule for a recurring invoice and ShimBi MyBilling automatically generates invoices based on this schedule. Let's see how to add new recurring invoice. Go to the Invoices tab. Click on the Recurring Invoices button. Click on New Invoice. To select customer, click on the drop-down. Select the customer to whom you want to send this invoice. If the customer is not available in the list, click on New Customer link and add new customer. A new customer window will pop up. Enter the details here, and click on Save and Select button to populate the customer name on the invoice form. Enter profile name. Profile name is like a template name for this invoice. For example, if you are invoicing customer monthly for PHP engineer working on his project, then profile name can be PHP engineer. Enter start date. Enter the date on which you want the first invoice to be generated. By default, today's date will appear in this field. To enter past or future date, click on this field and select the appropriate date from the calendar that pops up. Select end date. This is the date on which you want the last invoice of this profile to be generated. You can leave this field blank if you want the recurring invoice to be open-ended. You can anytime stop this invoice. Select payment terms. The default payment terms you have set for the customer appears here. Click on the drop-down icon to select a different payment term. Change due date if necessary. The due date is determined by the payment terms associated with this invoice. To change the date, click on this field and select the appropriate date from the calendar. Entering invoice items. By default, ShimBi MyBilling provides you 3 lines in the line item grid. You can add or remove the line. There must be at least 1 item to complete an invoice. To add new item row, click on Add New Row. To remove an item row, click on the delete icon at the end of the line. To add an item, enter values in respective fields. Enter the item, either select it from the drop-down or enter it manually. ShimBi MyBilling allows you to pre-populate items in the system, so that you can use them later, while creating an invoice. To maintain the list of items, go to Invoices menu, click on Items under it. Enter product or service description. Enter quantity, price and discount and percentage. Select appropriate tax from drop-down. This is optional. If certain product or service is exempted from tax, then you can leave it untouched. All above field will be show or hide depending on your invoice preferences, which can be set under Template option under Settings menu. Depending on your invoice preferences, you will be asked to enter additional charges and shipping charges. Check all amounts, subtotal and final payable amount. Enter terms and conditions. If you have entered terms and conditions while adding this customer, the terms and conditions refer to an agreement between you and your customers. If you wish to set it as the default message for all invoices for all customers, then please check set this as the default. Press on Save button to save invoice and send it to the client. Press on Draft to save the invoice, but don't send it to the client, so that you can edit invoice before you can send it to the client. Please also make note that, once saved invoice can only be edited by super admin. Congratulations! You have successfully generated new recurring invoice.